What's up, guys? This is Yugioh here, back with a new series, actually. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, but the idea of this is to, I'm going to say about a month's time, for each deck, I'm going to start out the month with a deck much like this, only it will be a different kind of deck each month. And you guys can send in decks, and I might do them for a series. And I think how I'm going to do it is throughout the month, after the first video is posted, you guys can post in the comments what kind of changes you think should be made. I'll change them for the next episode. For the episode I'm debating on the schedule here, but it'll be like the next episode will be the updated deck profile based on your guys' changes. Now, I would like to say I would accept all changes to the deck, but some of them are going to, I'm not trying to be mean here, but some of the ideas are going to be kind of stupid, so I'm going to ignore the stupid ones. But if something sounds reasonable, I'll at least test it in the next episode. And hopefully by the end of the month, we'll have a pretty good deck. And I was originally going to do this for this month, which is currently November, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and wait until December to release this. Give me 1 second, guys. Alrighty, so this episode will be out. Let me check my cell phone real quick, because I have a calendar on. Oh, no. Yep. This episode will be out either Monday, December the 3rd, or Friday, December the 7th. I'm not sure. I originally wanted to do it Mondays and Fridays, but it all depends on schedule. Let's go with that for now. I'm going to say this will be released on Monday the 3rd, but if not, it will be released on Friday the 7th. Been recording this way ahead of time, but let's get on to the new deck. I've been rambling on long enough. This deck right here is Photon Sanctuary. It's a really fun deck. I'm building it IRL, but I thought I would show you guys like a build at what I'm aiming towards. I'm missing a few cards, but other than that, the deck's pretty much built IRL for me. And there's going to be changes. Like you can see, I have Sanctuary TCG and Sanctuary OCG. That's using OCG only cards. This is more of what I want to build IRL right now. But anyways, let's continue. Let's get started. First card is 3 Galaxy-sized Photon Dragon. One of the key cards in the deck can be special summoned by attributing 2 monsters with 2,000 attack, and that's pretty much what you're going to be using it for. It's going to just be a special summonable beats deck, really. There are going to be times where you're going to use this effect, like I've used it on Marshmelons before, so it's helpful, but that effect's helpful, but you're mostly just going to be using it for the 3K beater. Next card is 2 Photons Kesar, I'm going to call it. When it's normal or flip summoned, you can special summon another one from your hand or deck. It's not great. I would like to try to find room for another one. Maybe I'll take out a Thunder King later, but I want to try this now. And pretty much what I would do is I'll get to Photon Sanctuary in a bit, but use Photon Sanctuary and summon Kesar. Summon another one from your hand, then special summon Guardian of Order, and you have an instant Neo Galaxy-sized Photon Dragon. Hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that during the duel we're going to have up next, but if I don't, that's pretty much how this guy is supposed to work. Or if you can only get these 2 out and you don't have a Guardian of Order, you can go into Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. Next card is 3 Light and Darkness Dragon. It's another light dragon. It's another light monster that's level 8 and that can be used. Sorry about that. Can be summoned with Photon Sanctuary. It's a really cool card because you can play 2 Photon Sanctuary in a turn, special summon a Galaxy-size, then normal summon a Light and Darkness, and you've got yourself. You're pretty much unstoppable until your opponent can get rid of your Light and Darkness. Then if you somehow got another Galaxy-size in the graveyard, when they manage to destroy this, they've got another Galaxy-size to worry about. So it's a really cool card. I don't want to reduce the number here. I think 3 is good. Next card is 2 Archlord Christia. This is something I'm a little iffy about too. I'm I'm still testing it, and you're probably wondering why I'm running it, since I'm not running any other fairies besides Honest and no, just Honest. Well, I can normal summon it, which normally shouldn't be done, but it works. There are times where it's been really helpful, and I'd still like to test this, but if this doesn't work out, I'm going to definitely put it at least in the side deck, because it is pretty good. Next card is one Blackluster Soldier, Envoy at the beginning. Great card, because even... I'll get to... Actually, I might as well explain Photon Sanctuary right now. It's a key card in the deck. When you play it, you special summon 2 Photon tokens, which are Thunder-type monsters, light level 4, with 2,000 attack and 0 defense, in defense position. They cannot attack or be used in as synchro materials. You cannot special summon other monsters the turn you activate this card, except for light monsters. So, it's really cool, because if I play this and get my Galaxy Eyes or any of these guys out, I can still special summon Blackluster Soldier this turn, which is insane. This card should have been banned. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any top tier decks that's using it right now, but it's still a broken card. Just because it's not being used does not mean it's not broken. But, as you can tell by the price down there, which I can't get price, and perhaps this isn't the most reliable source, but still, pretty expensive. Next card we've got here is Guardian of Order. Great card in this deck. You're not going to be normal summoning this at all. You should not be. At all. There's no reason to. Because if you control 2 or more light monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So pretty much if I wanted to, I could play Photon Sanctuary, special summon him, and then if I don't have a tribute, well, if I do have something else to tribute summon, I can go into that and still have my Guardian of Order. Or like I explained before, I can normal summon Kesar with Photon Sanctuary, get another Kesar out, special summon Guardian of Order, and go into a Neo Galaxy Eyes. It's a good card, and I would like to I would be interested in seeing how one more would go, but for now, one's good enough. Next are 3 Thunder King Ryos. Really, this card's great for the deck because you're not going to be adding stuff. Oh, wrong card. You're not going to be adding stuff to your hand from your deck except for drawing in this deck whatsoever, except for a part of that duality. But pretty much every deck runs duality, and you're locking down stuff that searches, though nothing besides duality kind of reaches my head at this point, but it does help. Then, when your opponent would summon a monster, send this card to the... Its second effect can be helpful with inherited effects, like, I might be understanding this wrong. I've been mistaken before, but I think it would work with cards such as just regular Galaxy Eyes. Gore's Tragodia, I'm not sure about. But you get the idea. And it's a 19 attacker that can be normal summoned without any tributes. Great card for the deck, even if you're just going to use it to like control a little bit and just attack for 19. Great card. Next card is Honest. You should know what Honest does, and since all except for 4 monsters in the deck, not including the extra deck, are light monsters, you're going to be hitting for big damage. Though I'm not sure how necessary this card is right now. It's been helpful so far. Another card I might consider taking out. But for now, I'll keep it. Maybe that's something you guys will recommend. Oh, and by the way, for all these decks, I want to keep at 40 cards. I do not want to go above. So if you cannot think of anything to take out, I'll try to think of something. Please do recommend it. But if you have an idea of what to take out, please do tell me too. But anyways, the next 4 cards, which are the last 4 monsters, is the Tour Guide engine. 2 Tour Guide, a Sandgate, and a Night Assailant. This is mostly here to go into rank 3s and to summon Blackluster Soldier. It works well. It doesn't hurt the deck whatsoever, really. And then, like, Sandgate, its searching is limited by pretty much tour guides and Honest and Night Assailant, but you're not going to want to add that too often. But most of the time it's just going to be tour guide fodder, so that's all that it's needed for, and once in a while you will get the search. Night Assailant, I'm actually surprised this wasn't used instead of tour guide in some place. Not tour guide, Sangan, in the tour guide engine back a format ago. Because if you draw into it and you don't have a tour guide, you can use it as a Raikou, which doesn't mill. And Second effect doesn't matter in most cases, unless you're using Raikou, in which case you can reuse your Raikous. So, engine is quite necessary in the deck because of Blackluster. I would never consider taking it out. It's great. 3 Photon Sanctuary. I've explained this already. No need. I would say no less than 3. You need 3. Next is 3 trade-in. Since you're running 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 level 8s, you're definitely going to have, most of the time this is not going to be a dead draw. I have not found this to be a dead draw whatsoever. Great card. And it gets you the draw engine you need. 1 Pot of Avarice, recycle stuff. Now we're getting into staples. 2 Duality, 1 Reborn, 2 MST. If I can think of something else to add, I might maybe add warnings in place. But for now, this will work well. Book of Moon, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole. And then the trap lineup is also staples. 2 Torrential, 1 Solemn, and 2 Bottomless. I don't know, I just kind of prefer Bottomless over Warning right now. I'll consider, maybe in the next video, I'll try out Warning instead of Bottomless, but for now, I'm going to keep it. The reason I like siding Warnings, even if I'm not manning them, is because Insectors are still kind of big, and if you can warning the Dragonfly and they don't have anything else to bring it back, then they can't really loop or anything. And they get under Bottomless, so yeah. Anyways, continuing on to the extra deck. Give me a second to get a drink of water. Talking a lot. Anyways, 2 Neo Galaxy Eyes. I might drop this to 1. I mean, it's a nice card to have. It's a 4K beater that can attack multiple times if your opponent has Exceed monsters on the field. But how often? Most of the time, I'd rather keep the monsters I have on the field or go into Heliopolis. But it's still nice. For now, I'm going to keep it at 2. But maybe I'll consider going down to 1. And, okay, I'll explain that in a second. Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. You can tribute any number of monsters in your hand or side of the field to destroy cards equal number of cards on the field. Which is cool, because if you have, like, say, a dead light and dark, dead monsters in your hand whatsoever, you can get rid of those and wipe your opponent's field. It has to be monsters, tribute. Yeah. It's a cool card, and even if you don't do it for the wipe effect, you can have a 3K beater. Like, if you go into it with 2 KSAR, you're getting more of a benefit, I would think. Cool card, keeping it at 3-4 now. I might drop it to 2 once we get the Gimmick Puppet monsters, but remember guys, this is a TCG deck. TCG only cards. Only recommend TCG cards. Well, not TCG only, but don't recommend OCG cards. But anyways, the next card is 2 Queen Dragon Dinge. For 2 level 4 monsters, you can, well, dragon monsters, except for it cannot be destroyed by battle, which means your Galaxy Eyes is safe, your Light and Darkness is not, this isn't this effect won't activate, it's just like, it's like, always active is the best way to kind of explain it, I can think of, but, so it won't trigger Light and Darkness and negate it, but a second effect is also cool. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Ixia material from this card to target 1 level 5 or higher drag monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. It cannot attack this turn and its effects are negated. Special summon your your regular Galaxy Eyes. That's pretty much it. and you're running 3, I might drop this to 2. I mean, from 2 to 1. But for now, it's good. Rest of this is pretty much staple. Exceeds 1 Utopia, 1 Mace Stroke. Abyss Dweller I want to try out. It's new. It's anti-Dark Worlds. It's cool. The rank 3s, Leviair, Leviathan, Zen Mains, Giga Brilliant, and Tempo. I think that's the right one. Yeah. Might be rather unnecessary because Neo Galaxies does the same thing with all monsters and gets an effect, but if you can do that, if you need to do that on like a Zen Mains from your tour guide so you can get over it with something, then it could be quite helpful. I just added it before this video, so I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. The duel will be coming in a moment, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, oh, there we go. Probably not the best person. Who knows, though? I'm a pretty low rank myself, so who knows? But yeah, here's the Photon Sanctuary deck, which has kind of just gone to crap already. Another Duality, Judgment Book. Let's go. Book to hand. And shuffle. Set these. And end. End. Alright. We have a full extra deck. That's a good start. And, okay. 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 Double summon, okay. Yeah, I'll just let that go. Okay. I normally at least give my opponent a little bit of time before taking to my deck for stuff like that, but whatever. With this. Okay, that's alright. What we really need right now is a Photon Sanctuary. Okay, let me read this again. During your standby phase. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, let's go and get Night Assailant. We'll keep our other tour guide usable. Now, what to go into? Let's just go straight for Leviathan. I would go Giga Brilliant, but so I would have a light target in my graveyard, but in case I were to draw into Blackluster and Giga Brilliant gets destroyed, okay, alright. Let's read Pandemonium too. Neither player has to pay life points during a standby phase for an Archfiend monster. Each time a player's Archfiend monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, except by battle, that player has okay. That's cool. That's cool. In graveyard. Still got nothing, really. I don't want to get rid of my tour guide because Leviathan wouldn't be able to attack directly. I'm kind of curious as to what his face down card is. I've never seen anyone run Archfiend, so this is different. There we go. Okay. This is the combo I was talking about before. Unfortunately, I've got to worry about his back row. Photon Sanctuary. Give him a little bit of time, then double token to a grave. Let's remove these two, and normal summon Kesar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the other Kesar. Oh wow, I can't spell. Alright. Alright, you wanna... Okay, now, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish out what I was gonna do, even though he's left. Which might seem like a bit of a jerk move to me, but... to some people, but we're gonna overlay these three and go into... not those two. Go into a Neo Galaxy Eyes. Now, Leviathan has 25, Neo Galaxy Eyes has 45, and that would be just game. And I wish he would tell me what his... I wish he would have flipped his face down card. I'm kind of curious about that. Though I'm guessing it would not have been anything to stop me, and yeah. What I'm going to do is, for the series, one duel, then we're going to head back to the deck as is and examine it. See what helped, what worked, what didn't work. Though right now is not, this time was not a very good example of that. That's what we're going to do from here on out. So pretty much, Kesar really helped. Though a third one could be dead if I used up one of them. One got sent to the graveyard by, say, no. Could be dead if I normal summoned one, then special summoned the other one. But if one becomes dead because I traded it in, a third one might be kind of helpful there. So, maybe get rid of the Christia for that. Tour Guide Engine has to stay. It's too good not to keep in there. Guardian of Order was really good again. Yeah. Just because I was able to get Neo Galaxy Eyes. That's pretty much what it is. It's just Exceed fodder. Like, another combo would be Photon Sanctuary, get 2 tokens. Special Summon Guardian of Order because the 2 tokens are light. Distribute those 2 tokens to either Special Summon Galaxy Eyes or Normal Summon any of the other ones. Then Exceed into Heliopolis. So really, there's so many options with Guardian of Order. And overall, this deck is pretty good as it is right now, guys. So guys, that is the end of the first episode. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this series yet, but I think I have plenty of time to decide. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this series, and hopefully you guys will contribute and tell me what you think I should fix. But until then, guys, this is Evilfusion signing out. Hopefully you enjoyed.